While you just have a few days until we learn who our Toyota raffle winner is, we have lots of different contests that we're going to tell you all about that go to help the Arizona Humane Society's pets. That and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade. We have lots of fun going on with you today, and of course Pets on Parade is brought to you by 3TV. My name is Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Like I said, we have so many absolutely fun pets who cannot wait to meet you, including the beautiful Ariel, who just happens to be named after my favorite Disney princess and is just as independent as the character she's named after, and is a great singer, as you can tell. And later on in the show, we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look in our trauma hospital and intensive care units, all made possible thanks to the support of AHS donors like you out there. And we think all of our pets here on the show are stars in their own way, but today we have a few kitties who definitely are more on the diva side. Well, we'll introduce you to the Gossip Girls later on in the show, starting with Blair here. But first, meet my adorable little co-host. We're talking about Disney characters a little bit earlier, and so let's meet Winnie the kitty. Winnie is an 11-week-old domestic short-haired brown tabby, and this sweet girl was brought to AHS as an owner surrender when she was underaged, but luckily weaned. After a short stint in our kitten nursery, the cutie then went on to foster hero Shaylin's home, where she grew nice and strong. And even though she's a little scared of the puppies here in the studio, she's definitely going to be very adventurous and loving in her new forever home. So make sure to come meet her at our Campus for Compassion today. Now we have a pup who would rather be where the people are than under the sea. Ariel has been through quite a lot, Lisa, as we can tell.
Yes, Ariel's got a little bald spot on her back here because she was brought to us, she was brought into an emergency animal clinic, and our EAMTs went and picked her up there because she was an unclaimed stray. Little two-year-old Shih Tzu mix. She's a beautiful brown and white color. She's got this boisterous little personality. She growls and plays with toys. You can hear her talking in the studio here. She had an infected wound on her back that was treated in our Second Chance Animal Clinic. And then foster hero Michelle took her into her home for about a month, where she says she got along with her cats and dogs. And when she would go to work, she would keep her separate from her pets, and she was just fine with that as well. She said she's both playful, and then she also will go on her little blanket and take her naps all on her own. So she's a social little girl, but she's got a boisterous little personality, and she's going to let you know what she likes and doesn't like. She growls when she plays with her toys, but don't let that scare you. She's just all having fun. So come down and meet Ariel. I'm sure she won't last long.
Oh my goodness, and who wouldn't have fun with that adorable little underbite? Thanks so much, Lisa. And also thanks to our great partners at Fix Adopt Save, the Arizona Humane Society is offering free fees for select dogs and cats at all of our locations. The Fix Adopt Save a Life adoption special is taking place today only, so make sure to take a look at our kennels. Any pet that has the special Fix Adopt Save sign, like that one right there on your screen, can go home to you totally free. This includes a microchip, updated vaccines, and of course a loving furry friend. So make sure to visit us today if you see any of these cuties are the right fit for you. And we love our little pet celebrities here on the show, but anyone familiar with the Gossip Girl series, they'll definitely recognize Blair Waldorf here, right, Stacey?
They sure will. She's such a playful little curious thing. She was surrendered through admissions. And she had dirty ears and fleas when she came in. And with kitten season upon us right now, it's very important that we don't kidnap kittens. A lot of people are well-meaning and they think, oh, I'm going to save these kittens. But it's important to wait at least 8 hours to make sure that the mama is not going to come back. And then If she comes back, then you can just leave them there. Their best chance of survival is with their mother. But if not, you can come on into AHS and we will give you training and a kit so that you can care for the kittens until they're old enough to be adopted. But it's very important to try to leave them with their mother. If she's gone, she's most likely hunting and finding food for herself. You can also visit azhumane.org/foundkittens for more information on what to do if you find a litter of kittens. But this is the sweet little Blair. She's playful and she's anxious to cuddle.
Oh my goodness, yes, and she's definitely an aristocrat, right? Thank you, Stacy. Now, you may have seen this pup's adorable before and after pics before, but now we want to show you what she looks like happy in her forever home. Her adopter says, I knew she was the one, and seeing her before and after pictures reinforced my decision. This is Nellie, formerly known as Princess, who arrived at HS horribly matted and in desperate need of a groom. After she was groomed, she lost a few pounds and gained a lot of confidence. In no time at all, she stole the heart of Lori, who became her mom and never looked back. We would love to hear your stories, so make sure to tell us on our social channels. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to show us your before and afters of your pets. And if anyone's a fan of pro wrestling out there, then you might be a fan of the athlete this cutie's named after. Kane is a very handsome pup and also very vocal, Perry.
He is. He's leaning on me. Look at him. I'm going to fall over here pretty soon. This is my friend Kane. This little guy right here, kind of sad story. He was found abandoned in the backyard with his little Chihuahua friend. And Phoenix police were there. They gave him some food and water until the AHS arrived. And we got there, and then they're in our custody. Half of it a good ending, though. The family actually was contacted. They came back for the little Chihuahua, but said they were not able to take care of Kane at that point in time. So here he is with us. We got him back to our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital, and we actually suspect that he may be deaf. So he's on a medical disclosure right now for being deaf. You know, it's very difficult to determine whether dogs are deaf or not. It's not like a human. You can't put a set of phones on them and say, point to the left ear and point to the right ear when you hear a tone. It can be difficult. What do you do? Well, one of the things is you wait till they fall asleep. This all sounds kind of strange. And then make a noise. And then if they wake up, you know, then you know he's heard the noise. You can get behind them without them seeing you, drop a pan or something very loud like that. Again, very strange techniques, but that's all you can really do to tell if an animal's deaf or not. When they are deaf, it's not a big deal like most afflictions with animals. They deal with it very, very well. Sign language actually works pretty well for dogs. You can teach them American Sign Language, and they learn from that very, very well. And most people say, my dog doesn't listen to me anyway, so what difference does it really make? But this guy is a wonderful, wonderful boy. If you need some tips on deaf dogs, go to our website, azhumane.org, and you'll see tips for dealing with deaf animals.
Of course, yeah. And the way that training is going is they use lots of hand signals anyway.
They do, exactly.
It's all in the wrist. Thank you so much, Perry. And as beautiful as a classic work of art, it's no wonder this adorable kitty is named Mona. And it's definitely no coincidence that I chose Mona for you, Lisa.
That's right. Now we can say Mona Lisa. So this beautiful girl came to us that she was already weaned from her mother, but just not big enough to be spayed yet. So we do have a bottle baby nursery. We all know about that. We talk about that a lot. And then we have a kitten nursery, which is for girls like this that just stayed there a couple weeks just till she could grow. She was eating on her own. And we now, that always used to be down at our South Mountain campus. And we now have it up at our Sunny Slope campus. Unfortunately, for those thrift store lovers, it's where our thrift store used to be at Sunny Slope. We were transporting quite a few kittens between Sunny Slope and our South Mountain campus. So what we decided to do for the care of the kittens is open a larger kitten nursery where these guys could grow and be closer to our medical staff so that they could get treatment should somebody get sick, and then we don't have to transport them in a vehicle so much before they are spayed and neutered. So we now have a very large kitten nursery at our Sunny Slope campus. So if you think that you would love to visit all day with these guys and maybe want to volunteer or want some training on our bottle babies, please go to our website at azhumane.org/foster, and we can use you any step along the way. If you want to foster in your home, if you want to do bottle babies, or if you just want to visit with some little older kittens, socialize them, feed them, and make sure that they're ready for their spay and neuter day, go to our website and you can get all the tips on how to volunteer in all of our various kitten areas.
Awesome, I love it. Great information. We actually have over 100 animals on check foster right now, so we need your guys' help. Thank you, Lisa. And make sure to stay tuned right here to Pets on Parade. We'll introduce you to this 3-pound ball of cuteness on